Story, the Jefferson County School Board being trimmed by the Kentucky General Assembly. Republican lawmakers have been after major changes at the school district for years, taking control of it, breaking it up into parts. But last night they finally succeeded with their plan to make the board a lot smaller. Well, tracking each one of those moves for us has been Sam Corbett.
Our longtime education expert was a former school board member, of course, and Sam is with us now. So, Sam, first of all, we want to get your reaction from going to 7 board members to 5. That was shocking for some people when they first heard it. I'm sure some of the board members are shocked as well. They have to run again, which is going to be probably hard for them because a race isn't easy. But Jason Nemes calling this a clown show. What are your thoughts about all this?
Clearly, this is a major decision on the legislator's part to take the board, which has been 7 people for almost 50 years, and reducing it to 5, which means that instead of representing 1/7 of the community as a board member, now it's 1/5. So you add a lot of families, you add a lot of schools that you're responsible for. So I think it's a major deal, big deal.
A smaller school board, can it be more nimble for the community, work a lot more efficiently? I guess that's what the lawmakers are trying to get at here. Or is it just going to be more a bigger load on a smaller group of people?
Well, I think both could be true, Doug. Obviously, as a board member, you're going to have to cover more schools, more responsibility. Is it more nimble? I don't know. I always thought that the 7 people that were on our board worked pretty well together. One question that is pretty critical is this even legal? I touched base today with what I would say is one of the leading education lawyers in the state of Kentucky and said, can the legislators remove sitting school board members, in some cases who have 2 years left on their term? They were elected by the public. His response was, well, we're not really clear on that right now. So this could face lots of legal issues.
He also answered the question, it's going for a legal challenge. We're not clear? Who makes it clear?
Well,
there you go.
Ultimately the Supreme Court. So not only the challenge of reducing the board from 7 to 5, but don't forget we had the other bill, Senate Bill 1, which puts more power in the hands of the superintendent. Now that bill was approved 2 years ago. The Supreme Court threw it out. They brought it back. In effect, the same bill with some minor changes, so that's likely to be challenged.
Okay. So, Sam, one of the things that was brought up by lawmakers was adding financial experts to the board, expert or experts, and I think a lot of people thought, well, that's probably a good idea because we got in this big budget hole, and even some of the board members says, I wouldn't be opposed to that. So how did that get lost in all this? Well,
that was going to be 2 board members that were going to be appointed by a Kentucky State Treasurer, and he was going to try to find somebody, obviously, with financial expertise. Well, that's a big ask to have somebody, in effect, become a full-time school board member. Remember, this is a non-paying, nonpartisan position that I can tell you from firsthand experience takes a lot of time. So finding somebody with accounting, financial skills willing to do this, that's tough. And they would not be elected by the citizens.
Right. I think what you have today, Jason Nemes calling the school board a clown show, and you'll hear his exact comments coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. You really get the intention that was driving the lawmakers after all these years. We saw these other proposals fizzle. They went nowhere, and we thought, well, JCPS is off the hook. That didn't happen here.
We've heard legislators talk for what, almost 10 years about major changes as it relates to JCPS. This year, I think they somewhat painted themselves into a corner. They had to do something. So at the last minute, Representative Nemes threw out this, well, let's cut it from 7 to 5. Nobody really saw that coming. That was kind of a surprise, as you've talked about. But I really think they felt like they had to do something. They couldn't continue business as usual, given all the criticism and all the challenges that JCPS has had, including the financial challenges they're going through right now.
All right. Thank you, Sam, for once again coming in, giving us your expertise on a historic change for the school board.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Sam. All right, let's